number 8A, Wheatstone Bridge. Aim to conduct an experiment to measure the temperature in terms of current using a temperature sensor bridge. Objective: to study the working of the bridge under balanced and unbalanced condition and to study the sensitivity of the bridge using galvanometer. Apparatus required: Wheatstone bridge kit, quantity 1, unknown resistance multimeter 1, connecting wires, stranded wires at least 10. This is Wheatstone bridge, so which has 4 arms, or we used to say that 4 legs. In between the 4 legs, one galvanometer is connected, and between A and C, a power supply or electromotive force is connected. This is electromotive force which is connected between the point A and C, and the point B and D. The galvanometer is connected, and A, B, C, D is the arms where the resistance are connected. Here P and Q resistance are fixed resistance, it is known resistance, and S is the variable resistance, it is also known resistance, and R is the unknown resistance. We can calculate the R by using the ratio P by Q is equal to R by S. So R is equal to P by Q into S. This is the formula in order to find out the unknown resistance. So Wheatstone bridge is also known as resistance bridge, which is used to calculate the unknown resistance by balancing the 2 legs of the bridge circuit, of which one leg includes the component of unknown resistance. The circuit is composed of 2 known resistance, 1 unknown resistance, and 1 variable resistance connected in the form of bridge. The bridge is very reliable and gives accurate measurements. When the galvanometer reads 0, that time we can find out the unknown value of resistance R by varying the standard resistance S. So at which point we are getting the P by Q ratio is by varying the P by Q ratio, the galvanometer gets 0. That time the resistance value will be determined. That value of resistance is unknown resistance. So Wheatstone bridge consists of 4 arms, of which 2 arms consists of known resistance, while other 2 arms consists of unknown resistance and variable resistance. The circuit also consists of galvanometer and an electromotive force. The EMF source is attached between the points A and B while the galvanometer is connected between the B and D. The current that flows the galvanometer depends upon the potential difference across the galvanometer. The Wheatstone bridge works on the principle of null deflection, that the ratio of their resistance are equal and no current flows through the circuit. Under normal conditions, the bridge is in unbalanced condition where current flows through the galvanometer. The bridge is said to be balanced condition when no current flows through the galvanometer. This condition can be achieved by adjusting the known resistance and variable resistance. This is the equation of the Wheatstone bridge. So this is the diagram. Okay, whenever the power supply is given, then the current flowing through this point A and B is dividing. This is the current flowing through the P is nothing but I1, and the current which is flowing through the R is nothing but I2, and here the current is flowing through the galvanometer is Ig. Again, if here also current is splitting, so here the current flowing through the Q is I3, and the current which is flowing through the galvanometer is Ig. Here also the current flowing through the S is nothing but I4. So it is meeting at the point junction C. You will see the equation. So the current enters into the galvanometer and divides into two equal magnitude, that is I1 and I2. The following condition exists when the current through the galvanometer is 0. So I1P is equal to I2R. That is nothing but equation number 1. So here the current at this point is dividing. So I1P is equal to I2R. So that is equation number 1. The current in the bridge is balanced and it is expressed as I1 is equal to I3. So I1 is equal to I3 is equal to E divided by P plus Q into I2. That is equal to I4 is equal to E divided by R plus S. Here E is nothing but EMF of the battery. By substituting this equation 1 and 2 instead of I2 and I1 and I2, then we'll get that PE divided by P plus Q is equal to RE divided by R plus S. By cancelling the E in both the sides, we'll get P divided by P plus Q is equal to R divided by R plus S. So cross multiplying the terms, P into R plus S is equal to R into P plus Q. So if you multiply the brackets, PR plus PS is equal to RP plus RQ. So here the PR and RP will be get cancelled. So PS is equal to RQ. So R is equal to P by Q into S. This is the ratio. This is the ratio. This is the formula for find out the R. So by using the formula, we can find out P by Q ratio into variable resistance. This shows that balanced condition of the bridge to determine the value of unknown resistance. So R is the unknown resistance, S is the standard arm of the bridge, and P and Q are the ratio of the bridge. So we can find out the formula which is used here is unknown resistance is Rx is equal to P by Q into S ohm, where P comma Q is the ratio arms and S is the variable resistance, Rx is the unknown resistance. What is the procedure in the sense? Resistance to be measured is connected between the point the A and B. In the bridge kit, P by Q ratio is initially kept at position 1 and deflection of the galvanometer is observed by pressing the both battery and the galvanometer keys. The S arm, that is into 1000 ohm, is adjusted into two positions are identified for the deflection of the galvanometer on either side of the null point and kept at the lowest value of S. Then the X into 100, that is multiplication 100, multiplication 10, multiplication 1 knobs are there in the bridge and kit of the S are adjusted to get the null deflection. If the necessary sensitivity knob may be adjusted to get the appreciable deflection. If it is not possible, P by Q ratio is kept at another suitable value and any one ratio is provided. Value of unknown resistance is red and the steps 3 and 4 are repeated for some other P by Q ratio. The mean value is taken and the experiment is repeated and the other samples are provided. So this is the tabular column. So we are keeping the P by Q ratio, that is multiplier in 0.2 and checking the galvanometer deflection. If the galvanometer deflection is 0, that is balanced condition, then the value of standard value is 67 ohm and the unknown resistance value is 67 and the P by Q ratio is kept at 1, then the value of S is equal to, that is 33 and this is nothing but 33. So we can find out the unknown value of resistance by keeping the P by Q ratio when the bridge is in balanced condition by varying the variable resistance. result. Thus, the experiment is conducted to measure the temperature in terms of the current using temperature sensor bridge. Hello students, today we are going to see about the Wheatstone bridge. Okay, so normally the Wheatstone bridge is a bridge circuit which is used to determine the unknown resistance. Okay, it's a bridge circuit which has the 4 arms. In that 2 arms are already known values, and one is variable resistance and one more resistance is an unknown resistance. By using this Wheatstone bridge, we are going to determine the unknown value of the resistance. Okay, here this is the kit. So here galvanometer is fixed. How we can find out the unknown value of resistance? In the sense, we have to balance the bridge. First we have to keep the bridge should be in the balanced position. When the bridge should be balanced position, in the sense when the galvanometer shows null deflection, that time, that means both the arms are equal, that time the galvanometer shows the null deflection. So during that time the bridge is balanced one, then we can find out the unknown resistance values. Here the knobs are here, it is nothing but the resistance which is internally connected, where kilo ohm multipliers and ohm 100 ohms multipliers, and these are the multipliers. So by can vary these knobs, we can find out the value of resistance which is connected. The unknown value of resistance will be find out. Okay, so this is nothing but 4 arms of the bridge circuit. Okay, so 4 arms in the sense, one arm is nothing but P, another arm is Q, R and S. So how can we find out the value of R? In the sense, it is nothing but P by Q into S. Okay, we have to find out P by Q is equal to R by S. So we have to find out what is R, unknown resistance, that can be measured by using the formula called P by Q into S. So what is P by Q is nothing but this is the knob which is used for the ratio of P by Q variation, and this is nothing but the S. So the value of S can be measured by using this knobs. And we have 2 more pins in this kit. One is external galvanometer, external battery. If any external galvanometer is connected here, then we can use this 2 knobs for this external galvanometer and the external battery. And here the galvanometer is, this pin has to be kept in the INT mode, that is internal mode, and here this should be kept in the shunted mode. So now the value, the resistance should be connected in the X1 and X2. So you may have asked a question like we have multimeters, why we want to go for this Wheatstone bridge, like that also we can ask the question. But if you want to measure any value of resistance, if it is in milli ohm or in micro ohms, in the sense, this Wheatstone bridge, especially if we are going for the transducer and sensors applications, there we are using this Wheatstone bridge. Okay, so initially we have to check by using this press key, that is G and B, by wearing this knobs. So before that, this ratio, that is P by Q ratio, must be kept in the 1th position. So position 1, then you have to press the thing. If the galvanometer needle moves left hand side, then we can vary this multiplier resistance until it comes to 0. So here it is, resistance is connected. So I am wearing this, the initial one is 1 kilo ohm, I am wearing this one. So here it is coming, while wearing this the galvanometer becomes 0. Now we have to find out the value of the resistance. Previously we checked with the one unknown resistance value, that is in kilo ohm. Now we are checking with the it's one more unknown resistance value. So initially the P by Q ratio arm should be kept in the 1. So I am wearing this by pressing. We have to press that. So we have to check the galvanometer. So it is moving right, left hand side. So the value which is connected here is low value. So we have to find out. So I am wearing this. If I wear here, see now, if I press, the galvanometer reading shows in the right hand side. That means the value of resistance is very high.
when compared to the unknown resistance. So what I have to do in the sense, I should not use this knob, this resistance knob. I have to check with this one. So here I am wearing that, I am checking here, and I am keeping here. Now it seems to be light deflection is there, so I will keep here. Okay, so if I keep here, it is moving to the right hand side. If I keep here, it is in the left hand side little bit. So I am wearing the third knob here, it is in 10 multiplier. So if I vary there, it's showing little bit deflection. Now see exactly, now it is in the no deflection in the galvanometer. That means the bridge is balanced now. So we have to find out the unknown value of resistance. How we can find out the unknown value of resistance is nothing but P by Q. P by Q is equal to R by S. P by Q is equal to R by S. P by Q is equal to R by S. So we have to find out what is R. R is nothing but P by Q into S. So P by Q ratio is nothing but 1 and S is nothing but we have to sum up the multiplier value of the resistance. So here it is 0. 0 into 1K is nothing but 0. So here it is nothing but 6 into 100 ohm. That shows that 6 into 100 ohms is nothing but 600 ohm. And here it is 8 into 10. So 80 ohm. 600 plus 80 ohm is nothing but 680 ohm is the value of the resistance. So we can use the multiplier and we can use the multimeter and we can verify with the cross verify with the thing also. Thank you. So we can see the galvanometer, the deflection point of the galvanometer. If it moves in the left hand side, then we can vary the resistance, the knobs. So every time we have to check that. If suppose the galvanometer moves right hand side in the sense, then the value of resistance is very high. So we have to change the P by Q ratio to the minimum level. Now it is null. So now we have to add this thing. Even the small deflection is there. So we have to. Okay, it is null position. It is in null position. So now what is the value in the sense, we have to sum up this S value and P by Q ratio. So our value is here 3 into 1K. So that is nothing but 3 into 1K is 3K and here 3 kilo ohm and here it is 3 into 100. So 3 kilo ohm, here 3 into 100 means 300 ohms. So 3 plus 300, 3 kilo ohm into 300 ohm in the sense, you will get 3300 ohm, that is nothing but 3.3K. That means this is S value that has to be multiplied with the P by Q ratio, that is here it is 1. Okay.